This is not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only. Don't make any financial decision based on anything I see in these videos. Listen, Saudi Arabia is acting like it's already a BRICS nation, okay? This is just my opinion. I'm not telling you to buy anything from Saudi Arabia or not buy anything from Saudi Arabia. But in my opinion, they are acting like they have already joined the BRICS alliance, that they are a BRICS nation. First, you guys know by now that they killed the 50-year-old petrodollar agreement with the United States, which I thought was absolutely crazy. But that puts additional pressure on the United States, because now oil can be bought in any currency that they want. Before, you need US dollars in order to buy oil. Now they are threatening to sell off all G7 nation debt holdings if the G7 nations seize the $300 billion in Russian assets that have been frozen since Russia went into Ukraine. So Saudi Arabia is siding with Russia when it comes to Ukraine, and they've been doing that for a while, in my opinion. But the fact that they're threatening to sell off all G7 nations bonds, all their debt holdings, if the G7 nations vote to seize $300 billion in Russian assets, is very telling to me. And I'm going to tell you something. If they start selling off G7 nations debt holdings, it is going to have a negative effect on the economy. You know, the banks are already under pressure. They are already under pressure. They are already hanging on by their fingernails. And if Saudi Arabia started selling off that debt, that will put more pressure on American banks, more pressure on European banks, probably more pressure on Japanese banks as well. But the other people that I believe will start suffering from this pressure, the bad actors naked shorting AMC and GME, because once there's pressure on the banks, when the banks' liquidity starts drying up because Saudi Arabia starts selling off these treasury bonds, these government debts, that's less money that the banks will have to lend to the bad actors, naked shorting AMC, naked shorting GME. So while I do not want Saudi Arabia to start selling off G7 nations debt, because I think it'll be detrimental to our economy, I love anything that puts pressure on the bad actors, naked shorting AMC, naked shorting GME, and other stocks in our stock market. And you know why they do it? Because they can rob and steal without any consequences, because they own the SEC, they own the DOJ, and they own the FBI. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think that Saudi Arabia is acting like it's already a member of the BRICS nations? Anyway, have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.